a definite contact by 12 o'clock. Very bright yellow object looking, well, like a cigar. And all the passengers can see this.
I asked the air traffic controller, do you have an aircraft in my 12 o'clock? So yeah.
Roger. I do have a primary contact 8 miles or so to the west of Alderney.
All I saw really was this brilliant yellow object with this dark band, and at the edges of the dark band was this very sparkling light between the dark and the yellow. This area here was just sparkling with lights running up and down it. It was quite special.
I looked out the window and I could see a very, very bright light. I assumed, because you assume that everything is perfectly normal and that there's a logical explanation for everything, I assumed that perhaps it was sunlight reflecting off the windscreen on a boat or something of that sort. It was that kind of brightness.
There's a second one just appeared behind the first one from where I am.
Then it's beyond it, further away, was the second one. So
we've got something about 8 o'clock resembling the description.
Very soon I saw a second light, which looked more or less as though it were over where the airport would be. So the idea that it was a light from a boat no longer held any merit, because this other light would have been where the land was.
it was frightening, it was pretty scary. These are very, very large aircraft that obviously weren't supposed to be where they were. So they're uncontrolled, they're out of air control. So I didn't know where they were going to go, what they were going to do.
What's fascinating about his case was the massive size of the objects that he saw, and he was given a reporting form. When he landed, he immediately filled it out, and he wouldn't have thought twice about not doing it, because there was a safety aspect. When something is sitting over there in the sky, massive thing, you got to report it.
What happened with the report?
What happened was nothing. And that's what happens with all the UFO cases. There's nothing to report. There's the normal reply is that it's no threat to British airspace.
It's the kind of thing that does mark your life when you've seen something of this sort, because it leaves you with a big question mark.
And do you think that it's extraterrestrial?
I get asked this question a lot, is it extraterrestrial? And my normal answer is they're not local, they're not from around here. So frankly, yes.
It's a story that needs to be told. It's, you know, we're rational people who saw an irrational thing. And therefore, if we can interest other people in exploring it who have the expertise, we'll get to an answer sooner.